Hey everyone, today I'm going to teach you a couple of techniques that you can use for pretty much any of your nail binding projects, but mainly for gloves. So I'm going to show you how to skip your stitches and then join them again, which gives you a hole for fingerless gloves. And I'm also going to show you how to add and remove or increase and decrease your amount of stitches in each row, which you can use for making the little, I was going to say thumb hole, I don't know, your little thing that goes up your thumb, because as you can see you need to decrease the amount of stitches. And when you're making your gloves, you'll often find that you need to start your glove with, say, the width of your wrist, and you'll often have to increase the amount of stitches to get it to just fit your hand right. You can also use this method of skipping your stitches for making handles on bags, or even if you just want to, make something that's holey for some reason. I do apologise for the paint in the background if it makes this a bit busy. I've been painting my ukulele and there's paint everywhere. Let's get this on my thumb. Okay. So when you are increasing your amount of stitches, you want to go into the same stitch twice. So if you remember from doing the second row, is that you will pick one of these stitches up and do your Oslo stitch. And then normally you would move on to the next one. To add an extra stitch to the row, you want to find that one you went into, which would be this one. You can see it with the bit of yarn through it. And just do exactly the same. Go into that one again and do your normal Oslo stitch. It will be a little bit of trial and error to figure out how many you need to add or remove for getting the right shape. So I tend to do, if I'm doing it to grow to just fit my hand a little bit, I'll add, say, 2 or 3 a row. If I'm doing something extreme, like trying to get a bit to go up my thumb, I'll probably reduce it by about 1/3 or more or less. You'll figure out the amount that's right for you. Okay, so when you are trying to decrease your amount of stitches, you would find the stitch that you would normally go into, which would be this one, and just skip it. And go into the next one. And then do your normal Oslo stitch. Like so. And now to skip stitches. This is very, very easy. So as you are now, you wouldn't go into any of these stitches, you just start doing the Oslo stitch straight from how you are now, so not picking one of those up. You go in, do your Oslo stitch. I'm not doing it beyond this one because I'm making a bag out of this piece and it's not quite ready for a handle yet. But then when you have the length you want, you measure it against this piece to find where you want to go in, to join back even, and then again you just pick up your next stitch and do your Oslo stitch. Like so. Just put this here. So as you can see on this one, you would just do your normal Oslo stitch, measure it to make sure it's the right size, and then you would join in again. A great way for measuring it for gloves is if you, if I can get this one on, because these are a little bit tight. Just give me a second. Oh, these are a lot tight. tell, these were one of the first things I made. They're full of holes. So what I tend to do when I'm measuring for gloves is I'll put it on and I will measure a bit around my thumb and then find my point to rejoin. And your stitch markers are fantastic for that kind of thing, because trust me, you will lose the stitch after about 5 seconds of not looking at it. So those are a couple more Nalbinding techniques. Now you do actually have your full set of skills for making a pair of gloves or a simple shoulder bag, and I will get the patterns made up for you so you know what to do step by step, and that will be my next and probably my last Oslo stitch video for a little bit. So I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.